What are your tips to make masturbation more enjoyable? 1. Lock your pets out of the room. My cat gets bizarrely excited by the sound of my vibe and it's just too weird. Mine thinks the vibrator is me purring, so she starts purring and tries to sit on my chest. Edit. She will also begin pouncing on the blankets if she sees movement, which has led to me being punched in the metaphorical dick more than once. 2. Lock the door. My sister walked in on me in my teens, and my roommate, a dude, walked in on me in my late 20s. I need to figure out one more for the trifecta of jack-off embarrassment. Grandparents are dead. Maybe I could squeeze in a cousin or something. Jokes aside, my sister never breathed a word about it even to me. Thank God. Roommate didn't bring it up until the next time he wanted to come into my room when the door was closed. He knocked. I said, "Come in." He said something like, "Are you sure it's safe? You're not gurking it." Haha. It was funny. He moved past it pretty quick. 3. Outsource it. I hired a guy in India to masturbate for me, and he says he's having a great time working. I'm paying $50 an hour, but I don't feel anything. Am I doing it wrong? Should I increase the pay to attract a better employee? 4. Edging has given me the most amazing orgasms no one on this planet could possibly give me. So my tip is to edge. When you wonder how pornsters could shoot such big loads, skillful edging is the answer. I've pulled out of my girlfriend only to accidentally hit her in the chin with the shot. Also make sure you aren't flexing your butt. Just found this out. Edit based on replies. This is just making me realize a lot of people beat off recently because of my comment. 100% relaxing your butt thighs is counterintuitive. It's the opposite of what you do when you're trying to push yourself over the edge. But it makes a huge difference. It goes from being a small, localized orgasm to full body. You also get more volume and range. Edit. It's really hard to do when you're having sex because it's mutually exclusive with thrusting. But try it the next time you're getting head. It will fry your brain. Also, when masturbating, ease yourself over the finish line. It makes it that much better. 6. Do it because you're horny and want to release, not because you're bored. But what if I'm borny? Procrastination is my go-to. Procrastination and masturbation are both quite alike. They both feel good at first until you realize you just screwed yourself. 7. Doing it less frequently so it's super intense when you do. So you mean I gotta do it 3 times a day instead of 10? 8. Do not pour ethylic alcohol on your balls. Can I use vodka and toothpaste? 9 out of 10 Russian dentists can't be wrong. 9. If you can avoid crying during it, that really helps a lot. If you cry while masturbating too often, you can become accustomed to it, which will make it hard, or even impossible to cry when with a partner. 10. Sit on your hand till it falls asleep, then use that hand, the stranger. Or the reverse, stranger sit on your dick until it falls asleep, so it will feel like you're jacking off somebody else. 11. Invest in toys. They were game changer. If you have a penis, then look into large penetrables, though seriously don't shy away from small anal vibes either. The prostate is there. Thrusting. Gurking. Instead of simply sitting laying down normally while using them, lie face down with pillows under your chest and hold the toy in place against the bed as you thrust into it. Alternatively, get on your knees on the floor and place it between the mattresses. Might need pillows under your knees. 12. It's better to come in the sink than sink in the cum. Better to come a shitload than shit a cum load. Speak for yourself there, friend. 13. Try to hold it as much as you can. Stop for some short periods of time, but keep your erection on by teasing it a little. Once you feel ready to cum, it will be way more enjoyable than doing it right away. 14. 1. Take things slow. You're here to enjoy yourself, not race to the finish. 2. Use proper lube. Going dry is fine when needed, but be careful not to hurt yourself. When in doubt, use more lube. 3. Spend time thinking about what turns you on before you start. Get yourself to the point you need to touch yourself. Or think about what you want someone doing to you, and imagine that as you're doing your thing. 4. Explore yourself and be open to trying new things. You've got more than just one area that feels pleasure. Treat yourself the way you want to be treated. Sometimes the best person to experiment with is yourself. 5. Figure out if you like visual or audio stimulation more. Finding the right kind of porn helps change the experience. 6. Toys are meant for everyone. There's no shame in using one solo or with a partner. 15. More comments than likes. I see we've found Reddit's area of expertise. 16. For ladies, discover if you can orgasm from playing with your nipples while crossing your legs and squeezing against your clit. If you can, it will be the best orgasm of your life. 17. I enjoy watching in the mirror. As insecure and as much as I hate everything about myself, it always makes masturbating so much more fun. Oh, I did it recently, and it was the best thing I ever did. Initially, I was hesitating it, but damn deliciousness. 18. For ladies, if you don't want to get the bed or your clothes soaking wet from your climax, put on some menstrual pads. I recommend the Always Thin Foam ones. They soak up a lot. And maybe a towel underneath your butt. Not having to worry about cleaning up a mess makes things more enjoyable, in my opinion. My ex-fiancé squirted outlet during sex, often soaking out of the bed we shared. I know it sounds ghetto as fuck, but we bought several boxes of cheap trash bags, and would tear the sides to make it over as much as we could since the squirting soaked all around the sheets and mattress. We then would cover the trash bag we laid, and cover it with old clothes, dirty laundry, or whatever we could find that was fabric that was of little to no value. This way she was comfortable, and the trash bags we laid prevented the sheets and mattress from getting soaked from our fun. 18. Coffee is not a good lube. I found this out the hard way. There are these hands-free orgasm and sexual ASMR videos on YouTube that are amazing to listen to. Sometimes they give you instructions on what to do to yourself. I watched one of those and got so hard I couldn't breathe. 19. If your dick is slightly twisted towards the left or the right, which you can know by looking at the darker skin from your dick's back, just masturbate while twisting it to the opposite side also. Don't just use the same method. One day stroke your base, another day focus on the tip, another day press the back, another day shake it instead of rubbing it. Pro tip: if you are going to come too early, you can hold it by thinking about wardrobes, chairs, floors, and holding your dick from the sides with 2 fingers. Hold it from the bottom and pull the skin slightly up. 20. I have to mention a pro tip that I bet some others have discovered but I'm not seeing in the comments yet. Guys, buy a box of nitrile gloves. Gotta be nitrile. No lube needed, no friction. They feel fantastic to come into. Just tie it off, take a piss, throw it away. You're good to go. It really has revolutionized my routine. You'll thank me later. A friend of mine told me about using them too. Shit, the nitrile gloves are great for easy cleanup. Hated how much my hands would smell like lube after each time I used it. Absolute game changer. 21. Make sure your sound isn't connected to your Bluetooth speakers. 22. The only tip I have is when you masturbate, you have to have someone you desire as a primary subject or it will take a while. Search for lookalikes online. Porn sites. One of the better tips here. Porn of strangers is perfectly satisfactory, but there's like a whole different attraction circuit for imagining it's someone you've personally met. 23. Press on your lower stomach uterus area right before you come. Makes the orgasm so much stronger. 24. Finally, an opportunity to tell this. This one is for the guys. Take your time. It's not a speed competition to come in 8 seconds. It is also not limited to just touching your dick. Explore your own body. Find places that make you more excited. Basically have foreplay with yourself. If you're into the, choke yourself a bit, but PLS, do it safely. If you don't know how that works, read into it before you try it out. And when you get to actually touching your dick, take it and place it on your belly. And just take 2 fingers and basically rub that upper part of your dick like you would with a vajayjay. Rub some circles. Take your time and I promise you, it will feel so much better than anything you did before. Have fun. 25. This may be the peak time to enjoy masturbation in the planet's history. You have better visuals and lube than any time in the past. Natural selection has had no time to select out the genes for enjoying porn as much as sex, and society has not yet realized that it cannot reproduce itself without social strictures on porn. Lubrication. Liquid silk. More slippery than lotion. More durable than Astroglide. Allows long sessions even if sensitive or circumcised. Containment. Wax paper. Sheet or 2 of this means you can shoot away without worrying where you aim or drip, so you can keep your attention on the porn all through the finish. Then wad it up and it won't leak. Posture. A forward lean gives you a missionary angle. A mattress on the floor with a strong cardboard box next to it lets you put a hand on it and lean forward. But for even more stability so you can thrust rather than pulling, pile some blankets on the mattress to support your chest, with your knees on the floor and the wax paper underneath. The porn? Make a Google custom search engine out of all the tube sites, so you can find more videos that match the one you like. Downloading. Video Download Helper Browser Extension. Playback, on Windows, VLC Player. With custom shortcuts you can go forward 3 seconds with space and backwards 10 seconds with left arrow. Pictures, you want to be able to use the keyboard, not the mouse, to go previous next, zoom in out, and rotate. The same familiar picture gets a new twist when rotated as though they're lying down or upside down. On Windows, Picasa Sunset Edition still works. The shortcuts are left arrow, up arrow, and Ctrl+R. On Mac, Preview works. Select all the images in Finder and hit enter. Then the shortcuts are space shift space, CMD+, and CMDR. Miscellaneous tips. A vertical monitor is nice for pictures or videos in that orientation. A tablet is nice for watching TikTok live. Washing with water over the toilet lets your skin recover faster than paper towels. You don't have to worry about developing a tolerance to normal porn. It's like cheesecake, not a gateway drug. Your appetite always recovers. Yoonji Pyopal is the pornist account on YouTube. Unscrew the cap on the end of the fleshlight. Don't skip too many days. It's use it or lose it. Both in the sense that your libido dials down, and that your rate limited to 1-2 good orgasms per day, so if you miss one, it's gone forever. Carbonite is good for backups. Nothing better than going back to those old favorites from when you were young. Enjoy yourself. It's the closest we've got to wireheading, and it's totally free.